Nice.
I see. It's perfect.
Yeah, no, please. I'll let you run with it. And then if it ever starts feeling, you know, let's say you're trying it like this and it feels like kind of confusing, it's okay to just stand
Okay,
straight
yeah.
also.
Okay.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah. My problem is not rather this side.
It's going
here,
through, yep.
Always here.
Exactly. Very nice. Alright. Call that a good miss though. Here, I'm gonna videotape one from right behind you. All right.
Yeah, I feel I'm doing this.
Yep, so on that swing, your club face was square at impact. The ball started relatively, actually right on your line. But that movement of going backwards, yeah, made you come over the top. Good. That last swing though, I call that one a pretty good swing. Just a little bit falling back, you know, a little bit off center going through with that turning. Nice. Good. So that's better. Do follow through slowly. One more time. Yeah, it's really slow. Yeah. Good. Yeah, so on that one practice swing where you lost balance, you're stretching and lost balance. Once you start swinging, your arms are going to fold naturally, and that's okay. So just let them fold naturally, and you can stand straight up. So try it one more time. Good. So I actually want you to think about, in this position, stand, a little straighter up. Yeah, so when I swing, let's say, you know, you're my target, so I'm going to swing toward you. I'm going to swing and stand up tall facing my target.
Yeah. The skill is perfect. It's like that.
I know, it's different. But that's what we're teaching you, you know, when you're teaching you this turning so you can eventually stand straight up nice and tall. Good. Right there, automatically less of... Nice. Good there.
Yeah.
A little bit higher than that. Yeah, so I want at least yes, it's barely stuck in the ground, I know. Good. So yeah, so if you put the club behind, about half of the ball is over the top.
Oh really?
Yeah, so that's a good marker. Half the ball over the top is perfect. Very nice. know, again, not perfect contact, but you can play golf with that shot,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You can play good golf with that shot.
Yeah. When it's a driver, the hole is not.
Makes it much more difficult, right?
Yeah. And, because of the mental depression.
Yeah, I know it's I know that feeling. Yeah, there's a lot of golfers like that. I mean, you get guys like Rory McIlroy.
Yeah.
I mean, he feeds off of hitting perfect drives. And you know, if he hits a perfect drive, he's most likely, you know, gonna have a pretty good hole. You know, rarely does he make a bogey out of a perfect drive. Alright.
Yeah.
Ah, good. So how's it? Tell me what you're feeling.
Yeah. I don't think. I'm thinking this.
Good.
Yeah. Because I don't know how to deal with me when I'm doing this.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, but so essentially, is it correct that I move to the left on the left, right?
Yeah. So just to clear, you're asking, is it correct? Is it correct for me to move my weight this way? You're saying? Yeah, no, that's actually, we want that to happen. Yeah, so as I swing, I'm actually going to move my weight to the right side, which you do perfectly right now. And then from there, swing down, down, down. Now my weight is on my left side. It's in my left hip socket right here.
Okay.
I feel the weight right here as I hit the ball. Alright, so that's actually perfect to feel that. Nice. Close.
I think I was still. I still fear.
Yeah, and this is that's totally fine. This is it's not something that, you know, many people can fix instantly. It's something that takes time because you're breaking in what's for you a natural movement. So go ahead and do a practice swing. Alright, do one more practice swing, and I want to see a little bit smoother without pause. Yeah. Nice. Let's try that in the shot. There it is.
But still,
A little bit right, but if you imagine a fairway from our target, so this target line is aiming at that last basket, and you hit it to the basket on the right, that's probably still in the fairway. Or very close, right? Because yeah, don't forget we're aiming at that last basket. Nice. Okay, so what do you think happened on that one?
I don't know about. I don't know.
Well, from from the angle I was at, it looked like swinging, and then the turn, that kind of opposite turning again, instead of turning with you like we're
Okay.
practicing. So it's exactly what we've been practicing. Perfect practice drill. Good. Nice. That swing right there was great. Nice. Again, our target's that last basket. That's acceptable right there in terms of
Yeah.
a miss. That's very acceptable. Again, you can go play some good golf hitting it like that.
So you are doing good?
Yes. So, having that off-axis turn, not turning around the center,
Yeah.
is going to cause two misses. You can hit it left and right that way. We call it inconsistent. So once we start getting that turn a little bit tighter and more consistent, your shot pattern will become a lot more consistent. Good. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's not the same as what I did when I first started the golf.
Yeah.
Everybody is going right, so never going left. But this time, sometimes going left, so it's more difficult.
Gotcha. Alright. Close. I think if the ball was teed up, the ball was a little low on that one.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe if it was teed up a little higher, I think that was a good shot, a good swing. Put the same swing on it, I think this will be solid. Alright. Alright.
I should do it many times.
Yes, just focus. And when you're doing this drill, really feel, I think about how my shoulders feel when I make this drill happen. For you it might be the shoulders or, the front of your chest where it points. I want you to feel, how to get into that position where, okay, if you look in the mirror, this is center. Feel how that feels. And then go through. Make sure it's centered with the mirror, but also really feel in your body.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then when you use the club, you can put yourself in that same position. Nice. Good. Boom! Oh.
Okay. Somewhat I got something.
Yeah. I mean, you've made, visually, there's been a huge improvement in the way you're turning during the real swing. Huge improvement.
So my feeling is that because I stand on two legs,
Yep.
when I go this way,
Yep.
I'm on this line,
Okay.
and this way, I'm on this line.
Perfect. That is a perfect feeling. Good. And that's what I like, I like for you, to tell me how that feels. You're going to remember it better that way, right?
Yeah.
Good. And I feel that way also. If I break it down to my weight shifting, I feel exactly like that. I feel like, okay, backswing, I'm on my right leg. Follow through, I'm on my left leg.
Yeah.
That's a great feeling. Nice.
Oh.
Good.
Oh. I feel core.
Yeah, right in the center of the club
Yeah,
face.
yeah.
Sweet.
So yeah, my question is that did I forget something from the previous lesson, or is that the problem that we would have after I learned something from previous lesson?
It's nothing that you forgot. You actually you applied everything I told you in the last lesson. The problem with any kind of teaching and any kind of learning is you can't teach everything in one day. So this turning, you were doing turning off axis last time, but I wanted to get you hitting straighter shots right away. So we worked on club face last time.
Yeah.
So you didn't forget anything. I didn't tell you everything.
Okay.
Right? So, but the thing about golf is we need to work one step at a time. You got club face square, and now we'll work on good rotation. Yeah. Woo.
Not good, but yeah.
Not good, but straight.
Yeah.
Good. You did try swinging harder on that, which is, we want to see you start swinging faster and faster if you want to start hitting it longer. But that was good. That was controlled. We just have to hit the center of the face. It'll be good. We'll try that. Yeah. There you go. And the part I really want you to focus on is the in-between. So you got back good. Really make sure you stay on the in-between part. Because sometimes you go like this. You go, it's kind of off, and then you finish in a good position.
Okay.
Good. Nice, that was nice. Another good miss. I like it though. It's not even though you're missing it, it's good. You're not going back and hitting the ground anymore.
Yeah.
You're still hitting it. Hitting these clean, which is good. It's not centered. Nice.
Okay. Yeah.
Really nice. And I like that one too because it was smooth back and through instead of pausing. It's a lot easier to shift your weight if you're smooth back and through. It's difficult if you stop halfway between and then you have to push yourself to the other side. Nice. like this. I'm really impressed by the amount of consistency we've gained, and by consistency, I'm talking about direction.
Yeah.
You know, you've gone from maybe this far to misses only being this wide, right? Now, you know, maybe in future lessons we'll focus on getting more solid, you know, centered contact.
Yeah.
But right now the direction is, I like that, how we fix direction so well. Nice. Oh, Pete, I got more right here. Solid.
Yeah.
No, I know not perfect, but it was solid.
Yeah. Okay, but now I understand what my
But
problem.
now you're really starting to feel it. I like that. Good. So do you see that when I was talking about that center portion? Kind of lift up instead of really making sure you stay centered and down. Nice. You go. Good. Boom.
Okay, now I.
Now you feel it?
Yeah.
Good. Cool. Close.
Yeah.
Ooh. That was nice.
Okay. I should continue.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. And even when you think it's perfect, keep on practicing because you can always make it better. Like when I'm by myself or, you know, working inside, if it's quiet, I always practice it because it's so important to have a really nice, tight movement. So important. I practice this. I wish I practiced. I could say I practice every day, but I'll at least sit down once a week and practice this. At least for you, you know, every second you get, even if it's just 1 or 2 swings, do really quick practice. Nice. Do you usually run right here around the trail?
Yeah.
Hi. How many times do you do it?
At once? At a per day?
Once per day.
Yeah, no. I mean, twice or 3 times a week.
Cool.
But yeah, because I have family here, I don't have much time.
Okay. Yeah.
Because they come into here.
Okay.
I had a lot of time, so I could do more running and golf.
Are they here like permanently or just visiting?
Just 1 year.
Oh wow, so everyone's here for 1 year.
Yes. And I decided to go to Dallas.
Oh.
After graduating from.
Oh, you mean to work?
Oh yeah, just internship.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So maybe in Dallas I can play golf as well.
Nice. Good. Nice. I like that. I like how you're nice and tall and everything, all your weight is on your left side. That's good. You can think about, so go ahead and swing slowly toward me. If there's a wall right here, boom, everything's straight up on the wall. Can you see in the mirror?
Not straight. So maybe.
Yeah, but that's the feeling. If I'm swinging against this, boom, straight up against the wall. That's kind of the feeling to have your weight on the left side. You don't want to be past it, just boom, right up against it if the wall is right here. Kind of a feeling. Perfect. Perfect. And if I was to draw a line, you were straight up right there. Perfect. Go ahead and try a practice swing. Good. Nice. Good. Pull up. So if it starts getting kind of hard again, you can do try doing a few smooth practice swings where you make a nice swing without hitting the ground.
I think I go too far in right way.
Too far?
Too far.
Okay. Yeah, so that's a good like self-observation. We want to stay relatively dense. We are shifting, but like I said about getting to the left wall, we're not past it. The same goes to the right side. It's right up against it and right up against it. Good. That's nice. And yeah, you don't want to, like I said, never want to push it too far because it'll throw you off balance. You'll actually lose power and consistency that way as well.
Yeah.
Glad you noticed that. bad. Let's do one more where we keep it nice and smooth without the pause. Yeah. Nice and smooth. Okay. Let's see a nice one. Alright. If you want, go ahead and try.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if we start getting into a lot of these shots again, you know, always a good idea to slow it down and work on the basics again. Good. Nice. Nice. So actually, one thing I do want to say about the driver swing, if you set up properly and your weight is back, like we talked about at the beginning of the lesson, all you need to do is stay right there. So my weight's already a little back, now I just stay in that same position instead of having to move back. So that might be the feeling of you maybe too far back. If we get set properly, now I just, boom, stay just like that. Right under it. It's alright.
Magic.
Exactly, magic. Where'd the tea go? Nice. Let's see that. I just want to see a nice and smooth swing. There. Let's see if this one nice and solid. Just smooth with no pause. Better. Good. So, go ahead and take another practice one here. Do a practice swing with a club. Show me a practice swing.
Yeah.
Perfect. Alright. Yeah, I like that practice swing. It was very, you went back, but you didn't try to turn a lot.
Okay.
Very relaxed, and then through. Let's see that in the real swing. Good, I like that. Very relaxed, not overturning. Boom! Whoa! That was good.
Yep.
Yeah, some of those swings, if you start to overturn, it's very difficult to come back. Nice. Boom!
Oh,
Whoa!
what happened?
What happened? What happened? You hit a perfect shot. That's what happened.
Yeah.
That was probably the best one of the day right there.
Yeah.
What do you say? You want to end on a perfect one or hit one more? All right. We'll keep it. That was perfect.
Okay.
Man. That was awesome. So, just a quick overview. In your setup, we really got you first tee the ball a little bit higher. Kind of simple. It was just getting a little bit low. How'd you tee it higher? Weight a little bit back, right? And the only other thing we worked on this whole day was turning centered around your spine, and I gave you the drill. You know, I'll call it the helicopter drill, right? Where you practice with a mirror, turning centered, right? I think you practice that a lot. You know, it's going to help a lot, right? The only one other kind of side note is I want to see you swing more fluid when you swing. Instead of so much pause before you swing, I like seeing more of a fluid swing. That's going to, I think, help you out a lot too, and you hit some good shots that way. Other than that, I think we had a pretty good day there.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just go in here.
Ooh. 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 Oh.
Alright. Good deal.
How many years did you hit?
Oh, say again?